Marketing Edge on TV is Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute awesome package that comprises brand news, branding focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix, encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am Bababumi Agbibi. Welcome to the program.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
We begin with brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world. Lobecom has unveiled Imole Connect in partnership with the Osun State government, delivering 20,000 closed user group lines to civil servants, teachers, local government staff, and political appointees. The digital solutions provider said the initiative will strengthen communication within the state's public service, improve efficiency, and support Osun's digital transformation agenda. With Imole Connect, Glo is reinforcing its position as a key driver of enterprise solutions and government digital services in Nigeria. Chain Reactions Africa has taken a bold step into the future with the acquisition of a robot named Ara, a move that signals a paradigm shift in Nigeria's marketing communications industry. Managing Director and Chief Strategist Israel Jaye Okpayemi told Marketing Edge in an exclusive interview that the decision reflects the firm's drive to merge human intelligence with artificial intelligence.
We're in the age of AI, and we just felt, let us become that intersection between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. So that's why we then welcomed, a robot to join our workforce. So now we have a robot called Ara by Prophet, working with us, in chain reactions. We are automating our process. Some of the things that we used to do just through the human, efforts alone, we are now, automating, getting them done, faster. That's what, that is all about. And we're happy that this happened in Nigeria, in Africa, not any other country in Africa, but we're signposting something. We're putting Nigeria on not just the continental map, we're putting Nigeria on the global map.
For Nigeria, Chain Reactions experiment could mark the beginning of a new era where technology redefines agency value and human creativity takes on a higher premium. It was glitz and applause as marketing professional Kunle Onime was honored as Edge Experiential Marketing Legend of the Decade at the Marketing Edge Awards in Lagos. In an interview, Onime reflected on his transition from experiential marketing to radio, saying his passion for storytelling now thrives through Roots 97.1 FM, his broadcast platform dedicated to brand conversations and audience connection.
Radio is the biggest medium of communication. You understand? For me, I think radio is the biggest medium of communication. So if we are able to appeal to people using experiential, transitioning from experiential to radio, using the same platform of experiential would be an easy way to reaching the mass market. Experiential marketing is basically taking the brands, the products, right, directly to the end consumer in their natural habitat. Now, radio is also reaching out to people in their natural habitat. That's why you find their bookies carry their small radios anywhere they are, listening to BBC Hausa. You understand? People are glued to the radio across the globe. Across the world, people listen to radio in their cars, in their homes. Anywhere they are, people are glued to their radio, listening to trending news, breaking news, situations around the world.
Onime added that radio remains a vital tool in data evolution, delivering authenticity and emotional connection that digital platforms alone cannot replicate. Grateful for the recognition, Onime described the award as a call to keep redefining how brands and audiences experience one another on air and beyond.
I feel highly honored to be given such an award. Legend of Experiential Marketing is top for me. It's about the highest award I've received. in my 26 years of doing experiential marketing, or no, of running MPC. Because before MPC, I was doing it. I mean, the company MPC, Marketing and Promotions Concept, evolved 26 years ago. I mean, you know what it means to be doing the same thing for 26 years. It's a milestone. So to get this kind of recognition means a whole lot to me. And I thank the management of Marketing Edge, every one of you, the team of Marketing Edge, for deeming it fit to give me such a honor and award.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Next is Branding Focus after this break.
In a world that never stops moving, stay in control with a bank that's always working for you. Even if your internet connection shuts down, banking continues instantly with our USSD code *7111#. Experience seamless transactions on the go. Settle your bills, top up airtime or data, sell FX, and more with the Key mobile app. Speaking of more, you can automate payments and savings on multiple accounts, and also stay up to date with your investments on the Key mobile app. Experience branchless banking today. Keystone Bank, we grow together.
Thank you for letting us be rock stars. Thank you for keeping our hair in place. Thank you for reaching those hard-to-reach places. Thank you, Big, for being essential for 75 years.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now Brand in Focus. It was more than an award night. It was a festival of brands, a celebration of excellence, and a marketplace of ideas. The Edge Awards 2025 transformed Lagos into a dazzling arena where creativity met commerce. The event felt like a live trade fair, giving brands the rare chance to stand face to face with consumers. With immersive displays, product tastings, and bold activations, it became a thrilling conversation of brands asking, "Here we are, how do you want us to serve you?" Beyond trophies and applause, the night offered visibility, credibility, and connection. It showed why the Edge Awards is more than a ceremony, but a magnet for brands, a festival of trust, and a meeting point for the industry's best. From glamour to networking, from laughter to learning, the Edge Awards 2025 delivered an experience that will echo far beyond the night, where excellence was not just rewarded, it was lived. The Edge Awards once again proved that a yearly event done with consistency and flair can rise into a true festival of excellence.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Next is Industry Conversation, where we discuss with industry thought leaders who have distinguished themselves and have made tremendous impact in their chosen field. Today, we'll be having the concluding conversation with the Chief Executive Officer of Ideas Origin Media, Israel Obatunde. Join us after this break.
Your brand is not one-dimensional. Neither are we. Outdoors covers every angle: creativity, strategy, and execution. TV, digital, UOH, events, PR. We connect the dots so your brand shines everywhere. We don't just see the big picture. We are the big picture.
Life doesn't wait, so why should you? With Blaze, you can buy now and pay later stress-free. You can also get 0% interest on insurance premium financing with free transfers and no-cost bill payments. and smart money management tools, you can save smart and stay ahead. Unlock financial freedom with Blaze by Premium Trust Bank. Premium Trust Bank. Together for growth.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Staying with the importance of relationship or partnership, as you called it, between agencies and brands, and what are the challenges that they might face, agencies might face while dealing with this relationship and having this partnership with brands?
A lot. I can't stop counting. And if you put on your camera, I can talk on that from now to tomorrow.
So just give us some major ones.
I think one major one is ego. It's ego.
On which part?
Both sides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both sides. The ego can come from the client side. The ego can come from the business, the agency side. And a lot of time, the ego is not usually intentional. It's just from the phrase or from the aspect of, I have to be right. It has to be done in my way, right? And also, over time, if some businesses have worked with some agencies that they feel failed them, it's also hard to trust new hands or new people. So I'm being careful of actually saying egoistic approach is one major reason why we don't listen to each other as clients and agencies. But at the end of the day, if you look at it thoroughly, everybody just want to get their shit done. So if you look at it from that aspect, I think one of the ways why I've been able to, be here is understanding that part, that no matter what this other guy is doing at the other end, bottom line is he wants to go back to his MD, to the business owners, to the stakeholders, that I did this and I did it well. You gave me 1 million, I brought out 10 million from it. I did this campaign and it was great. So if you see it from that POV, whatsoever the misunderstanding that is going on, you take your time to ask questions as an agency or agency rep. You take your time to make the person calm down. Talk through whatsoever the differences are. And once that is done, you have a good a good rapport,
Relationship.
a good relationship. So, and I think another one we might want to look at is, the cost implications of missing opportunities, right? Most times, as agencies, sometimes you want to advise on trajectory, which means you probably go on behalf of the business to do your groundwork and research, and you see golden opportunities where they can focus and invest in. Now, if you don't critically fit that into their yearly programming, you might struggle, right? But guess what? It might be the solution to the problem they are actually going through. So, being able to navigate and make them see that takes a lot of maturity. Otherwise, there will be implications of them missing those opportunities.
In today's Nigeria, now aside the non-influencers, do you think the big influencers that we've always said about, do you think they're overrated?
Maybe overrating is a big word.
Okay.
I think it's misjudgment. Yeah, misjudgment. There is a need for macro influencers, but with the right need. There are certain products that you don't need to take to a macro. Actually, if you take it to them, it's misjudgment of what they can achieve for you. So, you being able to understand that this thing is not for this person or this level of noise, because, or if you have the money to spend both ways, you have your macro that is giving you the visibility, and you have your nanos who are your foot soldiers doing more of getting to the right people. You understand? You can get a good result. But if your budget is limited, please just focus on having 100 that will give you returns of another 10 million, of people because they have direct contact. Like in your circle, in your space, you have people like at least 10 people you can talk to and they will believe you for it because you have a level of relationship and closure or closeness, right? But if you extend it to 1 million, you might not, right? If I have 10 of you, you are giving me 10, 10, 10, 10 people. That's 10 times 10, that's 100. A macro will throw it out there and people will see it because there's a huge followership. And be, oh my God, comment, comment, comment. Click the link in the bio, no clicking.
And now to ideas origin. What inspired that name?
Well, it's because it's a home of ideas. So uh, when we started, we had and we still have great guys that believed in the vision. I can tell you, the first 5 people that joined this business was not on money. It wasn't on money. It was the mindset of we can always think on the spot and we put our effort into it and it becomes boom, like it's just kicking asses out there. And because we didn't our style is not that style of, oh, this is the MD, this is CEO, and this is me, and this is me, our style is everybody coming together like on the spot. Can we do this? Oh, okay, okay, what's up? Like there's this synergy. So it just brought it. We can only be ideas originators if you're working like that. You can only be people of ideas if you're working like that. And you see those ideas done. If you are thinking of 10 ideas and 8 of them is eating it, come on. What else do you want to call yourself?
Great. Now, what's the mission of Ideas Origin? How has it helped in strategic decision making and the growth of the company as a whole?
Yeah, it has helped a lot because number one, like I said, it's not for the money, which is it's about making a difference, right? And that difference is when you see you challenging the status quo. It's something. If you are a young business of 2 3 years and you are making the impact you're currently making in the advertising space, I mean, I'll say it openly that it's commendable. Last year we came seventh on Life Awards, our first entry ever. It was our debut, and we were top 10. And it adds that these are works that is not like we are trying to. There were results for those works. That means a lot, and it's also because of the mindset. We're not even doing it for the awards. We're just doing it because we want to make a difference. We're just doing it. We're just doing our own thing. So when the challenges arise, when it feels like you're tired, the moment you remember, or the moment I remember the essence of why we are doing this, just the energy just comes. So the mindset has been a strategic boost to us being stable, you know, forging ahead. Because advertising is a challenging business. Yeah, if any CEO has not told you that, it's a challenging institution. The glamour is there, the glitz is there, but it's one of the most challenging business anybody can ever go into.
So creativity is not a one-way channel. So you need to go through various channels just to be creative. Now, how does ideas origin? How do you manage following regulations, act on guidelines, and yet still being creative?
Well, like I've always said, evolving, you evolve and reinvent. Um, I have a positive approach to life. Earlier on, I had said in every chaos, there are usually opportunities. The fact that I have never seen or we don't see any regulation as a limitation is an opportunity of how we've been able to work around any regulation. And I am being honest and genuine with you. Like I don't have issues. Like I don't have issues. Maybe it's also because um, my story is a story of resilience. My story is a story of you build from ground zero up to where you are. So when you've always stand um, against the tide, like it doesn't look as if it's going to work out, but it's working out. So you don't actually have problems. I don't know how to explain it. I don't see negativity. I don't see it at all. So if there are regulations, I think behind of every of those regulations, there are positive reasons, no matter how it might look. So the question is for me to look at how do I positively navigate to ensure my client is happy in all of this. So once I see that, and I see the regulators as good people, as friends, they are not fighting me. They are just trying to make the business great, or I mean the industry great. Then you find a way to go around it.
What inspired your expansion to the United Kingdom? And how would you judge that space? How's that space?
I mean, the space is great, actually. I mean, what inspired it is simply the Jackpot syndrome. That was what inspired it. So businesses, professionals leave, business owners leave, and they get there. They are trying to look for somebody or advertising agency to help them do stuff. So sometimes they are calling Nigeria back. Friends are calling me, we want to do this, we want to do that. How can we do it? They don't know their way around it. If I'm sorting your problem already, despite being in Nigeria, then let me just let's have something for you there.
Let me pause.
You know, so let's have something for you there. That was what inspired it. So you know, it was basically to cater for the diaspora that still needs the affordability from this part of the world, because it's not how we build here that they build it. Trust me. So, and it's not how there are a lot of things that you can do and go scot free as a brand or client. Yeah, you can do it there. You know, so there is need for a friendly face sometimes for people out there. You know, and that was what led to it, and it's been a great one. It was a test that became a reality, and it's been a journey that has been rewarding.
What inspired you to pursue a career in advertising?
Well, I've always been a art person. You know, there is this part of my life, this story, a story I always laugh when I tell people. When I left the primary school, when I finished my junior secondary school and I was moving to senior secondary school, my certificate, my NECO result, then is it NECO? I can't remember, was pushing me to heart, right? I mean, my counsel, we still have counselors then. I don't think they still have now. You know, those days before you go to senior secondary school, you talk to your counselors, they advise you, and they're like. So I had my counselors, and they were like, "This thing is hard." I said, "No, I want to go for science." The results still fit into science, but they were looking at the grades and they're like, "You should pursue art more." I said, "No, it's sciences," because my teachers back way before junior and primary used to say the best guys are the doctors and the mechanical engineers and these. So I wanted to be one of those guys, you know. At the end of the day, I'm here. I'm here doing art, you know. So, which is one thing that it's always been there. I think it was natural for me. It was natural. It was it's just like when I started the business as well. You know, when people see things out there, they call me. They say they've always known, you know, that you do some of these things, and I'm asking, what did you always know? You know, so the way I transitioned from being an employer, a creative, fantastic person, to being a business owner was incredible, and you cannot have done that if it's not somehow there, you know, because it takes a lot to just
To do with that.
start to be doing. It takes a lot, you know. So, and it was even when I started doing it, a lot of things began to uncover themselves. So, I think for me, it's been a bit natural, and the journey has been somehow organic, and you know, I always put God first in everything I do. So, you know, the wiring to seek clarity in what I'm doing and to be ready to take the decision, even when the odds are against you, but you so much believe in the vision like a madman, it has always been the difference.
So aside Junior Waec tilting towards art,
Yeah.
so who is Israel Obatunde and what are some of your business philosophies?
Like I said, the values I hold in high esteem is discipline and resilience. Yeah, discipline and resilience. See, Israel Obatunde is this guy that can look into any situation in the eye, even if he's not having the energy again, but still throw himself into it. That's Israel for you. and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop until the goal is achieved. Right? I love to be strategic in my approach to things. I value good principles and respect everybody around me. And creatively, I'm always there to churn it out. You can't remove that part from me. So overall, it's just this guy that wants to make a difference in the creative space, and at the same time, is a resilient businessman that don't give a heck. Result
Goes for it.
goes for it.
Interesting. It's been an interesting conversation. Many thanks for having this with us.
Yeah, amazing. It's nice to have you and the team as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been speaking with the Chief Executive Officer, Ideas Origin, Israel Obatunde. Many thanks for watching. That's so much we can take today. I am Babumi Agbibi.